Boom. Misha Oliver, Tina G, Punxsutawney Mo, Catherine Murray, Fox Hill Dreams, Kathleen Cross, Julianne Gauthier, Bernadette, Stella Baxter, The Trump Reaper, Cindy C, Queen of the South, Karen Purdy from Newton Falls, Ohio, Kimmy, Tracy M, Johnny's 2 Cents, Lee Saunders, Chrissy M, Meek Spees, and me, BDD in the Heezy. Hey, Deborah Baldini, it has been a minute, my friend. Welcome back. Patricia Haverkamp, Sarah B, Jen Murphy, Stephanie L from Florida, Victorina, Alaska Cindy, Wojo Mom, Michelle Manziano, Lucy L, Ness from Connecticut, Eddie G, Misha Oliver, Valerie G, I'm doing my little boxing thing here. Welcome to another episode of Storytime with BDD. I'm your host, BDD, aka BrooklynDad, and this is Storytime. Gling, gling! Welcome, happy Friday to all. I see we've also been joined by the likes of Jen and Fat Tony, Dana X, and let's see, Michelle Manziano says she is Fairy Light on Twitter. And let's see, who else do we have here? Okay, good enough. Happy Friday. It's the end of the week, and I'm excited about it for a number of reasons. But before I get into that, let's get into our stories of the day. Stories of the day. Enforce the subpoenas! Enforce the subpoenas! Enforce the subpoenas! It doesn't roll off the tip of the tongue like lock them up, but we'll get into that. And Rick Wilson has been trending on Twitter all day. We'll discuss why he has set Twitter on fire. The jobs report came out today, and some of it was good, some of it not as good. We'll also get into that. In our guessing game for today, we are doing Name That Song of Unrequited Love. That's different. It's different. And for our You Raggedy Bish, we got Marjorie Three Toes. Which cracks me the hell up. Yeah. Let's see who else joined us recently. Jamie from Wisconsin is here. Pat McGroin. That's why I laughed during the stories of the day. Pat McGroin is with us, folks. Pat McGroin. Also, Sandra from Paramount, California has popped into the room. Pop. And let's see. Tracy M is here. Alaska Cindy. And wifey. Wifey is here, guys. Hello, wifey. There's Wilbur McCarthy is here too. There you go. All right, let's kick on our random chill tunes. That's my jam right there. Hey. So it's Friday. Friday means pizza and movie night. I'm not ready to cover movies yet, but what I do want to discuss, I believe I've talked this show up before on my show, the Wu-Tang and American Saga. I need to talk it up again, especially since, look, it's in the middle of season 2 right now. If you started watching this at season 1, you saw them take their lumps. You saw the beginning of their story. It's a hard, rough, tough story. And now in season 2, they are finally beginning to put it together, like forming like Voltron. And it's exciting to watch. Me as a Wu-Tang Clan fan, I'm there watching with wifey. I'm like rapping along to the songs that come out, and I'm like, oh, that's from this song. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Excuse me. And this is just a picture of the actual Wu-Tang. They did a fantastic job. Excuse me. They did a fantastic job casting for the show. A lot of the actors are top notch, and it's clear that they spent a lot of time. What's up, your boy Ken? You right on time, bro. Right on time. They spent time studying the people they're portraying. Let's see who's next here. Marvel Studios wrapped up with their final episode of their latest TV show called What If? And What If you're unfamiliar with it, used to be a comic series which I started reading way back in the 80s, and it's just a bunch of hypothetical scenarios. You know, what if Peter Parker was bitten by a vampire instead of a radioactive spider? What if Hulk was... what if the Hulk was bulimic, you know? Stuff like that. Anyway, this is, I believe, 8 or 9 episodes, and they did wrap this up pretty well. It was very enjoyable. They spent each episode focused on one character, and then at the end, the final episode, they all had to come together to battle a very mighty foe. Mighty foe. I don't think this is spoiling anything for you guys. This is Ultron, but it's Ultron in the body of Vision. Okay, so he's got Vision's body. That's originally what he wanted from that movie from 2012, Age of Ultron. He originally wanted to be put into Vision's body. That didn't happen. But now in this, he has Vision's body. He also has the Infinity Stones. It's quite a formidable opponent. So if you've got the Disney Plus, you are able to stream this show. It's excellent. Excellent. Misha, don't talk to me about no baseball. The only time I want to hear about baseball, and I'm sorry to my peeps in Texas, the only time I want to hear about baseball is if the Astros lose. That's it. I don't want to hear about the Astros, especially. God damn it. It's the Yankees sore loser. That's what I am. All right. Tonight, as speaking of season finales, I believe tonight is the season finale of Ted Lasso. Yeah. Great show. Fantastic show. I'm looking forward to seeing how they finish up this season. It's been quite an experience so far, and I love this show. Thank you, Scribble My Dibbles. Oh, I don't think Scribble My Dibbles has even joined us yet. I have not seen her from the intro. Let's see. There's Harold James saying, "Go Yankees, go New York Yankees." Yeah, we gotta wait till next year though. I am a sore loser, but I do believe, the Yankees can get it together for next year. It's a goddamn shame. Let me not start. Anyway, what I'm most excited about for this weekend, Wifey and I are going to see No Time to Die. No Time to Die, which is the latest entry in the James Bond series. And it will be perhaps the final appearance of Daniel Craig as 007. Anyway, this is dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I can't wait to see these. I'm gonna get all hype when they start playing da, 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 with his bulletproof cars and his gadgets and his steely glare. And of course, there's also going to be Rami Malek is appearing as the bad guy. And what's this woman's name here? Hold on. It's Lashana Lynch, the woman to the far right there. Apparently, there's some rumors going around that she might just be the new James Bond. I don't know if it's true or not. It's, they were already trying to talk up Idris Elba, as Pat McGroin is pointing out. Is that you, Matt Meehan? Have you changed your name to Pat McGroin? They were trying to talk up Idris Elba as the next James Bond. I don't think he's in the running, but all of a sudden, this lady Lashana Lynch is being talked up as possibly the new one. And as Tracy M is pointing out, she was in Captain Marvel. Yes, she was Rambeau, Maria Rambeau, I believe her name is, and but I don't know her from anything else. So, whatever they do is fine. Personally, I love seeing, these characters that are long established. I love seeing them reimagined as women, but you don't have to do it for everything. I'm fine if they do this for James Bond. I'm curious actually to see how much better she will be, because we all know if a man can do it 9 times out of 10, a woman can do it much better. All right, I think that is it for our random stuff. Boom. And now Trump Reaper says, Marvel versus DC, which universe is better? Obviously, it's Marvel. Obviously. Excuse me. Okay, it's now time for our quick hits. Get, yeah, you son of a bee. Son of a bee. Jen and Fat Tony says DC all the way. See now we can't be friends. DC. I don't know what you've been watching. DC, look, I've been watching the comic book movies for as long as they've been coming out, especially going back to Superman back in 1980. Classic. Love it. Love the Batmans with the Michael, God damn it. What's his last name? Mike, the first Batman movie. My brain is failing me today. But him, then we can skip Val Kilmer. We can skip, thank you, Michael Keaton. We can skip Val Kilmer. We can skip George Clooney and go straight from Keaton to the other guy in the Christopher Nolan movies. Good Lord, my brain is on overload today. Let's just jump into our quick hits. All right, so today was a big day in the anticipation for who? Christian Bale. Thank you. Good Lord, it pisses me off when I can't remember these things. Today was a big day for people who were anticipating who was going to win the highly coveted Nobel Peace Prize. Anyway, I was happy. I was content just to learn that it was anybody but Spanky McDumbass. Of course not. But there were some people. Was it Obama? No, it wasn't Obama. Could it have been? Yeah, it could have been, because you know what? He didn't even know why he won that first one. He had no clue. It's like, really? Why? What did I do? But it's possible he could have won. He was a dark horse in that race. But, it could have been Greta Thunberg. She has done some amazing work in raising awareness for the threats we face in climate change. It could have been Alexei Navalny. Alexei Navalny is the resistance leader. He's the opposition leader in Russia. He's been poisoned by Putin. He survived, but now he's in jail. This guy, it could have been him. Could have been him. Even Uncle Joe, it could have been President Biden, for the exact same reason that President Obama won it. I'm glad that it wasn't President Biden, because, that would have just given the right wing more talking points to, flip their lids over, more conspiracy talking points. But, then actually it might have been cool to see Spanky flip his lid. But anyway, it wasn't him. It wasn't any of them. It was Maria Ressa and Dmitry Muratov. Exactly. I'm like, who? These are journalists. These are highly renowned journalists that I've never heard of, but apparently they did some important work on the freedom of speech, the freedom of the press. So congratulations to those two. Congratulations. Yeah, exactly. T is like, them? Wait, who are they? Exactly. I didn't even know them. So the debt limit ceiling showdown came to a pause yesterday. Not to an end, but to a pause. As Mitch McConnell did, he blinked, as turtles sometimes do. Yes, he blinked in that standoff. He was able to corral 11 people from his side, 11 members of the GOP. It was Senators Barrasso, Blunt, Capito, Collins, Cornyn, McConnell, Murkowski, Portman, Shelby, Thune, or is it Thune, and Rounds. Yeah, and whatever, he has his reasons for doing it. I suspect his main reason was to push Democrats back off the ledge from wanting to nuke the filibuster. That's all it was a stalling report. Oh, but before we get onto that, let me just say, Senator Schumer took a little victory lap, and I don't have the picture, but his victory lap basically consisted of bitching out Republicans like, man, y'all shouldn't have done this in the first place. Y'all just and Joe Manchin is behind him with his face in his hands like, why are you doing this? But you know what? Every once in a while, Chuck does need to flex a bit and smack the shit out of them. Yeah, I know, we gonna need them possibly in December, but, McConnell wouldn't have hesitated to do it. Yeah, just do that shit. Anyway, that can has been kicked down the road just till December, and we got to do this whole stupid dance all over again. It's annoying. So the jobs report numbers came out. They were somewhat underwhelming. 500,000 jobs were projected for the month of September. Instead, we only saw a grand total of 194,000 jobs, which, it's not great. It is something. It's not great, especially when you're anticipating 500,000 jobs. And this happened, mind you, this was the same month during which people were taken off of the extended unemployment benefits. So the prevailing wisdom was that, oh, you take them off, then they're going to go back to work. That's not what happened. People were like, I don't care. I want a better job. I don't want to work for, just the bare minimum wage. People decided that shit, Here, the good news is, though, I said it wasn't all bad news. The good news is that the unemployment rate did drop yet again to 4.8%. So if we look at the overall picture is that this year, we did still add a ton of jobs. We did. Last month, 194,000 was not great, but we also know that it's very likely, since these numbers were collected early, it's likely that they will end up adjusting these numbers upwards from 194,000. And of course, the right wing is running with this and saying, this is awful, blah, blah, blah. And that this shit pisses me off. I feel like Democrats do a poor job of celebrating the good from taking the good out of the bad and promoting that. 4.8%, that's important. That's almost at the exact number where President Obama handed the economy over to Trump. Speaking of Trump, we learned from the White House today, we learned that they are not going to support Trump's... Wait, hang on one second. Yeah, they are not going to support Trump's claim of executive privilege. So as far as those conversations you had in the Oval Office on January 6th that you want to claim are executive privilege and nobody can find out about those? Wait. Wrong answer. Yeah, he's going to have to answer for these things. All right, and that's it for our quick hits. It's now time for the timeline cleanse. Timeline cleanse. Yeah, executive privileges. That's ridiculous. He's not an executive anymore. You don't get the privileges if you don't have the rank, the title. You got nothing. Losing money. His hotel has already lost $70 million to, his Washington, D.C. hotel. $70 million. Well, he's going to be in trouble. He should be in trouble with that, too, because he claimed that he earned like $150 million. I don't know. Anyway, let's see. Timeline cleanse. First up, this whole timeline cleanse today, for some reason, I have it centered around the theme of club. Club or clubs club. This first clip is very talented, and it's a guy doing shots with a club. Now, I saw comments below this video when it was posted. First of all, this is pretty damn cool. The dude is taking his golf club and hitting ping pong balls into little cups on the table. That's cool as hell. And some people are like, yeah, man, it probably took him like 2-3 hours. Still, I don't care how long it took him. That's impressive. He's hitting these balls right into the club. So if it took him a few hours, then you give him props for patience and just for having the idea. He staged him around the table. That's cool as hell. And then he used an orange ping pong ball for the little shot glass in the center of the table. Here we go. Boom. Well done. Well done to you. Yeah. Sylvia Correa says, perfect. I'd knock down all the glasses. Same here. Same here. All right. We keep the club reference going with, have you guys seen that movie from the 80s, The Breakfast Club, starring those kids, Emilio Estevez and the girl from 16 Candles, all that, Breakfast Club. Anyway, Paul Lee Teeks, Judd Nelson, thank you. Molly Ringwald, thank you. Yeah. Well, Paul Lee Teeks has done a clever little reimagining of The Breakfast Club.
It was a rigged election, 100%.
What was that?
And people know it. That's why you have people marching all over the United States right now. They know it was a rigged election.
You just bought yourself another Saturday, mister.
And look at what's happening in Georgia.
You just bought one more right there.
A lot of things are being found in Georgia, and they are...
You got one more right there. We'll keep going. You want another one?
I mean, it's a sad thing. They don't want to show signatures.
They're going to prison, you'll come here.
It can be solved if you show signatures.
Are you through?
But you're going to find out the people that signed aren't the people that are supposed to be signing.
I've got you for the rest of your natural-born life if you don't watch your step. You want another
People
one?
that signed those envelopes.
You got it. You got another one right there. That's another one, pal. You got one more right there.
Maybe the envelopes were thrown out. There's tremendous fraud here.
You got another.
If you look at... Wait, just one second.
You got one more right there.
You saw what happened.
You through?
And if you look at 10 o'clock in the evening...
For 2 months, I got you.
Massive dumps.
Massive dumps. 2. I got you for 2. Excuse me. Paulie Tix is amazing. That dude, he's hilarious. All right, last but not least, following up with our club theme, we've come, the world of beatboxing has come a very long way from the days of the Fat Boys, right? Here I give you the champion beatboxer of the world. Dude is crazy. That's all him. This is all him. So cool. Huh. Hmm. Dude is incredible. I don't know why he's holding that thing though. Incredible. Incredible. That was Show Go I believe was his name. Fantastic. This is incredible. You just know though, when he was younger, when he was just learning this stuff, his mom and his dad were like, "Can you not do that at the dinner table, please? Can you stop? Can you stop?" For him to be that incredible at it, he had to spend hours and days and weeks and months crafting, perfecting his craft. That was impossible, impossibly good. And he is the worldwide champion at that. Gavin Rutherford says he's passing all kinds of wins. Misha, I don't know what that thing is in his hand, but I don't know, maybe it's his good luck charm or something. All right, that's it for our timeline cleanse. We now move to the main story of the day, which is enforce the subpoenas. Enforce the subpoenas. Now, as we all know, subpoenas have been sent out to these guys. I don't know actually if they were successful in delivering to Dan Scavino, but we know that they were sent out to Mark Meadows, Dan Scavino, Steve Bannon, and Kash Patel. They had a deadline during which they were to respond to these subpoenas. The deadline was last night. It was midnight last night. Midnight. As far as we know, they did not respond in time by midnight. Although now what we're hearing, as of today, we're hearing that Mark Meadows and Kash Patel have been cooperating to some extent, but the other two not. Anyway, this morning, Rick Wilson set Twitter on fire with some very incendiary remarks about the status of the January 6th committee that made folks think that the whole thing was a farce and was dead in the water. Here's his first lead-off tweet that made everybody say, "Huh? Wait, what?" He says, 1, I have some bad news. After multiple calls, I have some extremely grim news. These bad and grim news. As of now, 1/6 Commission is dead already and will not enforce the subpoenas. Trump wins. Very dramatic how he posed this. The 1/6 terror plot will go unexamined and unpunished. To say I'm livid is putting it mildly. Now, after you read this, you're like, well, wait, what? Number 2, this is staffed wrong, led wrong, and a gutless exercise to get back to talking about infrastructure. They're not taking this risk seriously. They're not taking the data before them seriously, and they're eager to run out the clock. Live it. So this tweet thread became viral almost instantly because, a lot of us, we know Rick Wilson. We've seen him on TV. We like his comments. He's famous for coining the phrase, everything that Trump touches dies. We've come to trust him. He is, at his core, a Republican. I always keep that in the front of my brain, is that Rick Wilson is a Republican. Despite the fact that he appears to be a never-Trumper who is on our side, I'm always well aware that he is, at the end of the day, he is still a Republican. Now, with that said, I like what he has to say. I think he's a funny dude, and he has earned some clout, some semblance of reliability. When he says something, you kind of trust it because, I don't know, he's been in our living rooms for the past few years now, and so we don't really doubt him that much. But still, I've had to train myself to not react immediately with a hot take on some news that just happens to be trending, because I have to be responsible. I have a big account, and when I post something, that shit goes not as much these days, because for some reason Twitter is really weird these days. Twitter is clamping down on a lot of people's accounts. The same the same engagement you usually get, you don't get anymore for some reason. Whatever. But anyway, so I waited. I just waited. I want to see where the hell this is going. Can anybody vet? He said he had a series of phone calls. Who were these phone calls with? Who was he talking to? Can this be verified? Is this verifiable information? He wouldn't have any reason to lie to us, though, would he? Right? No? So anyway, later on in the day, Later on in the day, Rep. Liz Cheney steps up to share her opinion on what Rick Wilson was spewing. Rep. Liz Cheney says, this is not true. The 1-6 committee is making significant progress, and we will enforce subpoenas. Committee statement coming soon. Very interesting. Who is Liz Cheney? Well, she's only one of the main people on the January 6th committee. And then these days, I like to check out Palmer Report's reaction to things like this. I actually enjoy reading Palmer Report more and more these days. He's that guy who often comes out with a fire hose and douses the fire, tells everybody, hey, calm the hell down. The sky is not falling, etc. And he did so again today. He says, now that Trump is gone and Biden is boring, and most Americans aren't paying attention to politics daily, everyone's ratings and page views and retweets are down in 2021. Every media pundit is desperate to remain relevant/employed. So there's more doomsday dishonesty than ever. Which I thought so. He didn't name names with this, but you knew what he was talking about. You knew damn well what he was talking about. Palmer Report. I like him very much. Kimberly Johnson, also known as author Kimberly Johnson. She has a podcast called Start Me Up. She tweeted this a little while ago. She says, I have an idea. I'll write an alarmist thread about how the 1-6 committee is not going to enforce subpoenas. I'll be dramatic, too. Then, when the committee quote tweets me and says my thread is nonsense, I'll act as if my thread made them act. Will you please send me money? Again, Kimberly Johnson did not name names, but she came pretty damn close to naming some names. So even a statement was issued by Benny Thompson and Liz Cheney. This is their official statement. And basically it says, Steve Bannon has indicated that he will try to hide behind vague references to privileges of the former president. The select committee fully expects all of these witnesses to comply with our demands for both documents and deposition testimony. Though the select committee welcomes good faith engagement with witnesses seeking to cooperate with our investigation, we will not allow any witness to defy a lawful subpoena or attempt to run out the clock, and we will swiftly consider advancing a criminal contempt of Congress referral. I don't know. That's probably where the mic gets dropped, I think. So I'm going to take it from them. It's in writing. They're saying, hey, we're not trying to run out the clock. In fact, we are going to prevent anyone else from trying to run out the clock. Speaking of which, Dan Scavino was seen yesterday. This is Dan Scavino here. he was seen yesterday at a funeral somewhere in New York, surrounded by, they said, hundreds of law enforcement officers. Interesting. Surrounded. I don't know if they were there to protect him from being served while at this event. So clearly he has not yet been served. But at some point, they're going to be served. And, as we discussed earlier, Trump's claim of executive privilege, that's not going to wash for the likes of Steve Bannon or anybody else. Any one of his clown car passengers, the seditious clown car, especially as far as it has to do with January 6th. I don't know if it was NYPD, Cha-Cha. I'm not sure whose funeral it was. I just know that that's where he was seen yesterday. And, there, a lot of people are rightfully upset about what appears to be extremely, excruciatingly slow, glacial pace of progress for subpoenas, indictments, and things like that. And it always feels like the story is not progressing. Have you guys, by now, some of you, I'm sure, have heard of Susan McDougal. Susan McDougal is someone who served 18 months for ignoring a subpoena to testify in the Whitewater case against the Clintons. So, there is accountability to be had. It's not like you can't hold these people, you can't hold them accountable. You can. You couldn't do it during the Trump administration. There's a new administration now, and yes, people have pointed out that Merrick Garland is a member of the Federalist Society, and so maybe he's not inclined to do his job. But I disagree. I disagree. I think this is a very, very high-profile thing, and anybody who's involved in this, if they don't pull their weight, if they don't do what they are expected to do as far as holding people accountable, we will hold them accountable. There's no escape. We are all, it's like if somebody keeps asking you, hey, is it soup yet? Is it ready? You know they're not going to forget. We are not going to forget. So, yeah, they are going to be held accountable. It's painful. It's difficult. The waiting, I'm impatient as hell, especially, if you're paying attention to the news, you're hearing all these stories from the books that come out, the behind the scenes books about what was happening, Stephanie Grisham and the Woodward and Costa book, all these different books. You're hearing everything pouring out. And it's like, damn it, aren't these investigators reading these books? What's the holdup? We shall see. I often see people say, look, they're not doing their job for our benefit. They're doing, it takes time to vet these statements and to vet witnesses and to follow up on things. It takes time, I guess. But we are all too accustomed to watching Teflon Don get away with murder or, with bribery or obstruction or, so many things he's gotten away with. So we're all anxious to see him face the law. All right. That is it, ladies and gentlemen, for the subpoenas part of the show. Yeah. I certainly do hope that they will enforce the subpoenas. Now we have it in writing from Liz Cheney and Benny Thompson, so we shall see. Okay, it's time for my favorite part of the show. It's the guessing game part of the show. Name that unrequited love song. Unrequited love. Those of you who don't know what unrequited love is, It's when you love him or her, but he or she don't love you back. They. They don't love you back. Unrequited. So there are songs out there, over the years that express this sentiment. So I have compiled about 10 or so of them. Thank you, Eponymous George. Eponymous George offers the word unreciprocated. Yes, unreciprocated. Okay, so how this is going to go is that I'm going to sing or read the lyrics. If I can't remember the melody, I'm just going to read. Just going to read. And when you hear it, you have to determine who it was that sang this song. If you can name the song, that's a bonus. That's excellent, too. So I need the name of the song or the name of the artist, preferably both, but whatever. Okay? First song. Here we go. Though I've tried before to tell her of the feelings I have for her in my heart. Every time that I come near her, I just lose my nerve as I've done from the start. Doom, 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 doom. Come on and guess, because I can't hold back this lyric. Every little thing she does is magic. Everything she do just turns me on. Even though my life was so tragic, beyond all that my love for her goes on. All right, we're looking for the Police. Every little thing she does is magic. And who's at the top here? Let's see. At the top we have Nicole Warren. Nicole spells her name with 2 L's, as does Nicole Wallace. Congratulations, Nicole. You are first on our list, followed by Shannon Leslie, Kathy Murphy, Lee Saunders, Jen and Fat Tony, Samantha Hawkins, Shannon Leslie, there again with the name of the song, Julianne Gautier, Cha-Cha's little sister, Cha-Cha, Mrs. Mia Mia to You, Watcher Soko, Jen Murphy, Jen and Fat Tony, the Trump Reaper, Lucy L, Tracy M, Kathleen Cross, Pat McGraw and Sylvia Correa, Lisa Hathaway, Karen Purdy, Misha Oliver, Monique Lee, Kev Monster 1, Tina G, Eponymous George, Gavin Rutherford, Cindy C, Jen and Fat Tony, Lisa others. Very good, you guys, very good. Okay, next up. All right, next up, this one, I'm not starting at the very beginning of this song. I'm starting somewhere after the beginning. Pay attention. This one. Yeah, Stuart Copeland is the man. He was great on the drums, yeah. Here we go. How many nights I laid in bed excited over you. I've closed my eyes and thought of us 100 different ways. I've gotten there so many times I wonder how about you. Day and night, night and day. All I got to say is if I was your girl, oh, the things I'd do to you. I'd make you call out my name. I'd ask you if you want to. If I was your woman, the things I do to you, but I'm not, so I can't and I won't. But if I was your girl. I have stumped some of you today. Janet Jackson singing If. The name of the song is If. If. And who is at the top of the list? We have Tracy M., followed by Veronica Tello, Julianne Gautier, Cha-Cha's little sister, Misha Oliver, Samantha Hawkins, Kathleen Cross, Jen and Fat Tony, Veronica Tello, Sylvia Correa, Monique Lee, egged on. Egged on. Very nice. Very clever. Let's see. Veronica says you should have started at the beginning. I can't because she does that. I can never. I can't. I can't be bothered with that. All right. Here's the next one. Next up. Listen up. Each day through my window, I watch her as she passes by. I say to myself, you're such a lucky guy. To have a girl like her is truly a dream come true. Out of all the fellas in the world, she belongs to me. But it was just my imagination once again, running away with me. It was just my imagination running away with me. Okay, so we were looking for the Temptations with Just My Imagination. Once again, let's see, who do we have at the top here? We have Veronica Tello, followed by Tracy M., Lucy L., Cha-Cha, Samantha Hawkins, Karen Purdy, Cha-Cha's little sister, Foxhill Dreams, Misha Oliver, Cindy C., Julianne Gautier, Monique Lee, Mrs. Mia to you. Oh, you only get half. You got half of that right. You said Temptations, but you said My Girl, as did Sylvia Correa. Lisa Hathaway, Linda Taylor, Roger Soko, Shannon Leslie, Queen of the South, Egged On, Veronica Tello, you got a Miller Wilbur, no, Jen Murphy, Wojo Mom, Monique Lee. Very good, you guys. Okay. Here's the next one. Baby, we can talk all night, but that ain't getting us nowhere. I told you everything I possibly can. There's nothing left inside of here. And maybe you can cry all night, but that'll never change the way that I feel. The snow is really piling up outside. I wish you wouldn't make me leave here. You guys don't know yet? You don't know? Well, don't be sad. Don't be sad, 'cause 2 out of 3 ain't bad. All right, we're looking for Meatloaf with 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Ain't bad. Bad. Let's see, who do we have at the top here? At the top, whoa, we got Karen Purdy from Newton Falls, Ohio, at the top, followed by Pat McGroin. I just love that, Pat McGroin. Samantha Hawkins, Gavin Rutherford, Julianne Gautier, Watcher Soko, Monique Lee, Lucy L., Cindy C., Lisa Hathaway, Mrs. Mia to you, Foxhill. No. Foxhill Dream says dinner entree. Sylvia Correa, Misha Oliver, Egged On, Wilbur McCarthy. Pot roast. Okay. Here's the next one. You guys ready? Here we go. Excuse me. Dun, 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 dun. Blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. I got a bottle. I'm gonna use it. Intention. Feel inventive. Gonna make you notice. Got motion. Restrained emotion. Been driving. Detroit leaning. No reason. Seems so pleasing. Gonna make you notice. Gonna use my arms. Gonna use my legs. Gonna use my style. Let's see. Who do we have here at the top here? All right, I've stumped some of you guys. We were looking for The Pretenders. I got a bunch of you guessing Pat Benatar. No, it's not Pat Benatar. That's Chrissy Hind. I can never pronounce her last name, but anyway, Pretenders is who we're looking for. Let's see. And at the top we have Veronica Tello, followed by Tracy M. Kev Monster 1. Jen and Fat Tony, you get credit for say Chrissy Hind, Misha Oliver, Gavin Rutherford, Sylvia Correa, Wilbur McCarthy. Well, you got that, Wilbur. Shannon Leslie, Cha-Cha, Jen Murphy, Tracy M, Monique Lee, Watcher Soko, Cha-Cha, Cindy C, doing well, Corey Lord. Okay, there we go. Next up. Here we go. Here's the next one. Midnight, getting uptight. Where are you? You said you'd meet me, now it's 1:45. I know I'm hanging, but I'm still wanting you. Hey, Jack, it's a fact they're talking in town. I turn my back and then you're messing around. I'm not getting jealous, don't like looking like a clown. I think of you every night and day. You took my heart and you took my pride away. I hate myself for loving you. Can't break free from the things that you do. I wanna walk, but I run back to you. That's why I hate myself for loving you. Okay, that was Joan Jett and the Blackhearts with I Hate Myself for Loving You. Joan Jett, and let's see, who do we have at the top? We got hang in there, Lee Saunders. You're gonna get one of these. Promise you, you're gonna get one of them. At the top, we have Shannon Leslie, followed by Misha Oliver, Monique Lee, Shannon, yep, gotcha that. Cha-Cha's little sister, Karen Purdy, Samantha Hawkins, Cindy C, Julianne Gauthier, Mrs. Mia to you, Veronica Tello, Shannon, yeah, you got it. Trump Reaper. I stumped a whole bunch of you guys. Oh, boy. All right, let's see. Lee Saunders said I sound like a guy on the subway singing with his headphones on. You ain't wrong. Oh my goodness, that was great. Thank you for that. All right. Here's the next one. That was funny. Blah, 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 any longer. And yet I'm still afraid to let it flow. What started out as friendship has gone stronger. I only wish I had the strength to let it show. I tell myself that I can't hold out forever. I said there is no reason for my fear. 'Cause I feel so secure when we're together. You've given my life direction. You make everything so clear. And even as I wander, I'm keeping you in sight. You're a candle in the window on a cold, dark winter's night. And I'm getting closer than I ever thought I might. I can't fight this feeling anymore. Yes, we're looking for REO Speedwagon. Can't fight this feeling anymore. And who do we have at the top here? Ra-ta-ta-ta-ta. At the top, we once again have Shannon Leslie with the blazing fast internet, followed by Misha Oliver, Kev Monster 1, Shannon Leslie, Tracy M, Ario, Chacha's little sister, Julianne Gauthier, Karen Purdy, Monique Lees, Jen and Fat Tony, Kimberly Moss, Monique Lee, the Trump Reaper, Lucielle, Samantha Hawkins, Mia to you, Sylvia Correa, Veronica Tello, Wilbur McCarthy, Trump Reaper, Gavin Rutherford. Foxhill Dream says my horse's name is Oreo Speedwagon. Very good, you guys. Very good. Very, very good. Okay. This one. Hold on. Trying to get this melody. Nope, I don't have it. I don't have this melody. Sorry. And I did practice this one too. I'm going to have to read this and you're going to have to tell me what the hell from these lyrics. That's it. My life is brilliant. My love is pure. I saw an angel. Of that I'm sure. She smiled at me on the subway. She was with another man. But I won't lose no sleep on that, 'cause I've got a plan. I'll read this again. My life is brilliant. My love is pure. I saw an angel. Of that I'm sure. She smiled at me on the subway. She was with another man. But I won't lose no sleep on that, 'cause I've got a plan. Oh, damn! It's not that one! Shit! It's not. Oh, guys, I've got the wrong picture up. This one was meant to be James Blunt's. Thwarted once again. Hang on a second. Let me see. Did I even have the right picture in here? Now I gotta go check on my computer. It's not Al Green, guys. I promise you. It was. Damn. Screwed up. Totally screwed up. All right, that's fine. It was James Blunt. I was gonna do Al Green. I don't know what happened. Oh, I skipped one. All right, it's not Al Green. It was James Blunt. Okay. All right, hang on. Let me go back here. Let's see. Okay, at the top here, we got Cindy C with James Blunt. You're beautiful. James Blunt, you're beautiful. Followed by Sylvia Correa, Jen and Fat Tony, Cha Cha, no. There we go. Gavin Rutherford. Nope. Okay, yeah. It's James Blunt, you guys. James Blunt. Shit happens on my show. Always. All right, James Blunt. And we got one more. Here's the last one. Here we go. You ready? Here we go. Jesse is a friend. Yeah, I know he's been a good friend of mine. But lately something's changed, it ain't hard to define. Jesse's got himself a girl and I wanna make her mine. And she's watching him with those eyes. And she's loving him with that body, I just know it. And he's holding her in her arms late at night. Singing is horrible. You know, I wish that I had Jesse's girl. Jesse's girl. Where can I find a woman like that? Yeah, as soon as I said Jesse, I mean, it was clear. Jesse is a friend. Let's see. Who do we got at the top here? We got Tracy M. Followed by Veronica Tello, Kev Monster 1, Samantha Hawkins, Jen and Fat Tony, The Trump Reaper, Jen Murphy, Wilbur McCarthy, Monique Lee, Cha-Cha's little sister, Mrs. Mia Mia to you, Tina G, Misha, Oliver, Victorina, Karen Purdy, Valerie G, Veronica Tello, Cha-Cha, Luppy Girl, Wojo Mom. Come on, Lee Saunders, you didn't get that one. Jesse is a friend. Cindy C, Lori Fry. Oh, Lee says she's never heard of him. Interesting. Okay. Patricia Haverkamp. And music lessons. No, I have no interest in music lessons. I was not a hit in the UK, I am informed. You guys lucked out. It was like they played that shit way too much here in the States. I wish that I had Jesse's girl. Guys, thank you very much for participating in that game with me. That was Guess That Unrequited Love Song. Yes. Please remember to hit that like button before we jump on into You Raggedy Bish. And today's You Raggedy Bish is none other than Marjorie Three Toes, Three Names. You may be wondering why I'm referring to her as Three Toes. We'll get into that in a minute. But for right now, she is the purveyor of misinformation. She is the pusher of ivermectin. So we got to let her have it on this show.
Ivermectin is a very good drug. Its safetiness has been proven for decades. It even won a Nobel Peace Prize.
Safetiness.
And it is absolutely irresponsible for the Biden administration, the CDC, Dr. Fauci, and any of these doctors to be advising people to not prescribe it. Ivermectin is a very good drug. Its safetiness has been proven for decades. It even won a Nobel Peace Prize.
It did not win a Nobel Peace Prize. It did win a Nobel Prize, just not a Nobel Peace Prize. It is an anti-parasitic. It's not an antiviral. Jen and Fat Tony, thank you, my friends, for the donation. Thank you so much for that. So if you see the picture here, yeah, this is a picture from when Walter Masterson paid her and Matt Gaetz a visit, and she lost a few of her toes in the sand. But we don't care about her feet. What we do care about is her being just a pest, just a pest. She doesn't have any committee assignments in Congress. What she does have is a big mouth and a loud voice, and she's very active on social media, and she is hoping to change the face of the GOP, and she has. She definitely is now part of the Q crazy. She has helped to brand the GOP as the GQP. And, we are trying to make strides with COVID-19. Already, so far, as of today, 62% of Americans, of all Americans above the age of 12, are vaccinated. Why are you pushing ivermectin, which is a horse dewormer? I'm sorry. T, you got it. The very best part of waking up. T just reminded me of the Folgers in your cup. Yeah, so she said that the Biden administration is irresponsible. No, you are irresponsible, Miss Jewish space laser. I mean, come on now, be responsible. I don't expect her to be responsible. I don't. I just expect the people around her that used to be considered responsible to tell her to shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. There are people like Lindsey Graham, who I can't stand, but even brown-nosing Lindsey Graham is trying to tell, oh my goodness, hang on. Nelson, I got to call you back. I'll call you back in 10 minutes. You will? Okay, great. Give me 10 minutes. I'll call you back. Bye-bye. That's my plumber. Why is she standing on a road getting my hopes up, Lee Saunders says. Yeah, you expect the people that are around her, the other members of Congress, to be, in her face and saying, look, you're really not helping us. Lindsey Graham is even getting booed by his own supporters, telling them that they should get vaccinated. Take the hit, to be patriotic. The patriotic thing to do is to help people get vaccinated. For as long as people are not getting vaxxed and not masking up, guess what? It's taking that much longer for our economy to recover. And if you think you're sticking it to the libs by holding our economy back, you're an idiot. As simple as that. You're an idiot. So for the rest of this segment, I'm just going to share with you anti-vax memes. Here, this is first one. The great debate. Scientists are for and under the against. That's an urn. If your ass got cremated because you're against the vaccine. Here's one of my favorite. The Leonardo DiCaprio memes are everywhere. They're hilarious. But here's Leonardo crack it up with a little bottle of ivermectin there. Yes, that's an urn, Trump Reaper. This next one here. When the doctors tell you that not vaccinating your son is very dangerous, but you read a blog on the internet, And the caption below says, I'm something of a scientist myself, because you just read a blog on the internet. Here's the next one here. This one's clever. Them. God, please save humanity from the ravages of disease and suffering. God creates super smart scientists who create vaccines. Them. Ooh, no, that's poison. And then God is like, this one's good. No, these aren't posted on my Twitter account. I just grabbed these off the interweb just for the purpose of this part of the show here. This one here. So you're an expert after spending hours researching vaccines? Well, I've seen every episode of Grey's Anatomy and Scrubs. I'll happily remove your appendix. Yeah, these people, they're doing their research, so that's it. These memes are everywhere. You can grab them. But this Marjorie Three Toes is literally one of the worst things that has happened to Congress. And that's including her sex predator, sex trafficker friend, Matt Gaetz. Raggedy bish. All right. And that's it for, that's what I got for you guys for tonight. Please, if you have not yet already hit that thumbs up, the like button, please do so. I got time for, let's say, 2 questions. Two. The very best part of waking up. Lee Saunders says, I'm actually filming a little scene about the research on Facebook people next week. Did you guys know Lee Saunders, our friend Lee Saunders, is an actress? Yes, she's an actress. Yes, she is. Lee, you got to let us know when your next part is coming up. So she is filming a little scene about the researched on Facebook people next week. Can't wait to see it. Let us know when it's available, and we will check it out. We will check that out. Wilbur McCarthy says MTG gives Georgia a bad name. She gives America a bad name. She does. Corey Lord. Oh my goodness. Ness from Connecticut with the massive donation. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for that. Corey Lord asks, is Marjorie really desperate for the attention of the upper class, or is she trying to turn people against people? The latter. Yeah. She doesn't care about the upper class. Don't care about her. She is part of the chaos element, right? So the GOP's strategy now is just to cause chaos. That's why they're not reining her in. They want the appearance of chaos. That's why they're sending out people to these school board meetings, all loud and rowdy. A lot of them are actors. They got them from, I forget the name of the, there's a website where people go just for actors, just for things like this, to yell and scream at people. See, Pat McGroin. Got a shout out to Pat McGroin's wife, Suki, and daughter, Caressa. If you are listening, Suki and Caressa, I'm shouting you out with the song. One of my favorites is the very best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. Let's see. Hey, we got a question from Solid Blue Sister. What is one life lesson you wish you'd learned as a child? Do you ever wish your parents, teachers, or anyone would have taught you a life lesson that would have helped you in your adult years? No, I got some really good life lessons from my parents, from my grandparents, from my teachers. I just didn't apply them. It was that stuff that I just put in my back pocket. And then after I went through my dip and my struggles, then I was like, oh, that's what they meant by don't be an idiot, use drugs. Let's see. One life lesson I wish I'd learned as a child. Yeah, I saw the commercials on TV saying just say no. I saw them. Yeah. My mom went out of her way. She busted me. She busted me with weed in my pocket. She busted the weed. Because I was smoking weed at the time. She found the weed in my pocket. She confronted me about it. She brought me into a guidance counselor. Like, there was this whole big deal. She did what she could to steer me off that path. I'm hard-headed. I had to learn making my own mistakes. That was my path. I just wish maybe I wasn't so hard-headed. That's what it was. Veronica Tello, thank you, my friend. Thank you for the kind donation that brought a mouse eating noodles onto the screen there. Let's see. Trump Reaper wants to know what costume this year. I don't know yet. Wifey and I last night, we were talking about possibly a taco or Thor. I'm leaning towards Thor. I really want to be Thor now, I want I would like to be Thor. Your boy Ken, I will not say go Astros. No matter, and don't try to. Oh, it's a sticky taco! Cha-Cha has summoned the sticky taco, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Cha-Cha. Sticky taco. All right. Go Astros. Go Dodgers. Go. I don't like the Astros. I'm really upset with the Astros. They're a great team. I'm jealous, I guess. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Trump Reaper saying, congrats on another smoke-free week. There's times when really I could use a cigarette. Like, so before that drive-in movie starts, we're going to get there a little bit early. And I know I'm going to be craving a cigarette. It just, it's that sort of thing. Like, you got accustomed to smoking a cigarette while you're waiting for something to happen, but it is getting easier, you guys. Where's my there it is, little tiny patch there. All right, you guys, thank you for joining me. Oh my god, I did it again. I have let this show go on way too long. But what was I gonna say? Thank you for joining me for another episode of Storytime with BDD. If you're going to go out tonight or this weekend and you have not yet been vaccinated, please fix that and get yourself a shot. Wear your mask. Keep your social distance 6 feet or better. And have a lovely and relaxing evening and weekend. I will see you guys here Monday, same time, same place. I love you all. Peace. Ah, yes, we've got a reminder from Jill Russell to please smash that like a button. Boom. Thank you, Lee Saunders. I certainly will enjoy Bond. James Bond. Hey! Thank you, Solid Blue Sister. The very best part of waking up. Fox Hill Dreams has plans of changing their name to Dick Hurts. You guys are terrible. Cindy C, what is a gobbler sandwich? What is a gobbler sandwich? I need ingredients. Cuban cup coffee? Yo, I still have not had coffee. It's been 7 weeks, no coffee. And I'm fine. I'm actually a little sleepier during the days, I've noticed. A little sleepy without that coffee. Hey! Turkey, cream cheese, cranberry sauce, alfalfa sprouts, and a sprinkling of sunflower seeds. That is a gobbler sandwich. That's interesting. It sounds like what you make after, like with leftovers after Thanksgiving. All right, you guys, thank you once again for a fun show. And it is that time. And Tina G points out 0 trolls today and 0 this entire week. That is a record. Thank you very much, my wonderful moderators. And it's now that time. You need to